what is made to multiply, right? That's the first question. What is made to multiply? What does it mean? Why is it here? Just something else to add. But here is the thing: made to multiply is for you and all of those that you are, that you know and will encounter. You are high capacity individuals. You are individuals, like I said earlier, that have multiple ideas streaming through you. You may have started multiple businesses. You may have a desire to begin multiple businesses, and you are just looking for support and helping to streamline and prioritize and have access to funding, build strategies, build plans that will help you even to implement. So today, Made to Multiply is literally a group. It is a network. It is an ecosystem of high capacity individuals that celebrate liberation from limitation. And we celebrate the brilliance of both and. I'm going to say that again. Made to Multiply. It is an ecosystem. It is a network of high capacity individuals where we celebrate liberation from limitation and the brilliance of both and. What does that mean? Historically, I know I have, okay? If you have to, that's why you're here. Historically, we have been taught that you have to focus on one thing, that you can only be one thing when you grow up. You remember that? I don't know. You remember that? I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor, right? I want to be a dentist, a veterinarian. And so historically, that's what we were taught. And people would work in their fields for 30 and 40 years, and they would retire on the porch in Florida and drink lemonade. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. Clock it, okay? Because that level of discipline, that level of streamlining is as necessary as it is for those of us that have multiple ideas. We may find ourselves working and operating in different industries and different capacities over time. I think the single focused individual, the multi-focused individual, I believe that they work well together and they are both necessary for complementing. But for those of us that feel limited in our spaces, I'll give you a quick example. I know we got to get our personal. Give me 2 more minutes, and Dr. Jennifer Miles Brown is going to come in with this. I'll give you a real life example. So that way you can hear, and I'll have some visuals later why this is necessary. I did one of my book signings in October for my release, a multi-hyphenated life, the brilliance of both and that this book that I released in 2025 is actually the origin of this conference, the origin of this ecosystem, the origin of this network. Okay. And here is the book. If you're not familiar with it, here it is. There we go. Okay, here it is. And I did a book signing, and I had in this one book signing, one woman literally take the shirt off of my back, and another man purchased the book for himself. And I'm gonna tell you now, I sold out that day, but those 3 people I stand out to me for very specific reasons. The gentleman that purchased the book, that means a lot because the cover of the book is a woman. It's me. It's a Black woman at that, right? And this Caucasian gentleman who had been working in corporate America literally for 32 years. Since that day, but he's still my new bestie, right? And Dan looks at me and he says, "Your book lets me know that it's possible." And I said, "What's possible?" He said he got into corporate because that's what his parents did, but his desire, his passion was art. And so looking at me, he says, "I didn't have to put my art aside to operate in corporate America." I said, "Absolutely not. You could do both. That's both and." I said, "There's brilliance in what you do." I said, how often do you go in the conference room and paint a picture for strategy, paint a picture of new product design? That's art. It's just art in a different expression. So that's my best friend, Dan. Second person took the shirt off my back. Literally, it was like hanging over. I did the Carlton Banks look with the sweatshirt that I had. It was pink and had pearls on it. And she literally took it off my back and paid me for it. And you remember it. Yeah.
Yes, I do have a good
So
like
it was,
15.
her words were, "I can tell you what my hyphens are." I almost fell out, y'all, because I said, wait, that's not a common conversation for people to understand. And the last example I'll give you is this. The young woman who cried during the book signing, she was in with her two daughters, and her culturally, she's from the Philippines. They focus on their legacy, right? Whatever their legacy is. And she literally said to me through tears, she said, because she found herself imagining every 5 to 7 years, she thought something was wrong with her.
I did 1 year of it, and I said this isn't for me, and I didn't know that that was okay. I didn't know that there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know? Oh, no.
You're exactly how you're supposed to be. You are made and designed to be.
It's all related.
Connected.
You understand? She thought something was wrong with her. She said, why can't I focus? Why do I feel scattered? And I said, you're not scattered, you're scaling. You're not unorganized, you're unorthodox. And so those are just 3 examples that I want to let you know why we created this ecosystem of people. And I've brought these brilliant, magnificent women together to talk to you today. Okay. So I do see a comment in the chat. I'm going to get to that. But I want to bring in our first guest speaker, and she is an amazing woman, but I want to read a portion of her bio, just a portion of it, and then we're going to bring to the stage Dr. Jennifer Miles Brown. Dr. Jennifer Miles Brown is a visionary builder and catalyst committed to multiplying impact across healthcare, education, and entrepreneurship. Those are her pillars. And PhD trained molecular biochemist. Can we clock that? Turned workforce architect. She serves as a director of healthcare certificate programs and is an adjunct professor of biology at Atlanta Metropolitan State College. Dr. Jennifer Miles Brown is building high impact, industry aligned programs to train the next generation of healthcare professionals. That's just the first paragraph. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the Made to Multiply stage, Dr. Jennifer Miles Brown.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.